I talked to you a lot about the concept of detaching in love, detaching with love. It's huge. I always tell people if I can teach you to detach, I can set you free. And it's so exciting because when they learn it, they'll come running up to me and saying, I did it, I did it, I did it, I detached. And they'll give me this awesome example of when they were able to put that detachment into practice in their own life. And they absolutely experienced this freedom of being able to let go and to not be so attached and so affected by other people and the things that are going on around them in their lives and in their relationships. And so I love detachment. And I happen to come across this podcast where Mel Robbins, a motivational speaker, was talking about the concept of let them. And it was a very simple way of putting together radical acceptance with this idea of detaching, and in such a simple way that it was just very powerful and easy to listen to. So I'm referencing her because I myself did not come up with this idea of let them, but I found that it's really powerful, and I just wanted to kind of explain it and have you incorporate that into the way that you use detachment in your own life. So when people are doing things, and they will, that upset us, that cause us to be stressed, that cause us to be uneasy, that kind of ruffle our feathers, that cause us to be thrown off of our balance, or cause us to become focused on what they're doing, and they cause us to, we're churning and we're thinking about, how can I make them change? How can I make this person do something different? I don't like this. I don't want this. Just everything that's the opposite of acceptance. I don't want this. I don't want it in my life. I don't want to deal with this. It's annoying me. It's getting me upset. You put your focus on it. You get your focus off of your life. You get your focus off yourself. Your focus off your own peace and your own serenity. And you're focused on what this person is doing. And the focus is often on, I got to change them. I got to get them. I got to convince them. I got to get them to do something different. And if I don't, I'm not going to be okay until I do. So I've got to start putting all this energy into it. And what if you didn't? What if instead you just looked at it and recognized, no, I don't have to. I don't have to control people. I don't have to control circumstances. I don't have to control, Al-Anon talks about, I don't have to control people, places, and things. 12-step groups do that too. I don't have to do people, places, and things. I don't have to control people. I don't have to control what they're doing. I can just take my hands off of it, let it go, right? We talk about that a lot, let it go. She talks about envisioning a rowboat going upstream against the stream. You are going to be straining and straining and straining. It'll give you good biceps, but you are going to be working so hard to go upstream when all the force is going downstream. What if you just, she said, let go of the oars and just let the boat turn around and go with the flow? You're having a family party. Everybody's putting in their 2 cents, their desires for what they want, and you're trying to control it, or you're trying to make sure they make wise choices. Just let it go. Forget it. Let them do what they want to do. Let them have whatever kind of party they want to have, or have whatever get together they want to have, or let them say whatever they want to say. Let them go where they want to go. Let them make their own choices for their own lives. Let people figure things out for themselves. Don't try to fix them, and don't try to change them and control them and make them do the right things. People learn from the mistakes that they make. They don't learn from you telling them what they need to do. They don't learn from you lecturing them. They don't learn from you bailing them out. They don't learn from you fixing it, and they don't learn from you getting upset. all they do when you get upset is they turn around and look at you and go, what's wrong with you? Like, you're controlling, you're annoying, you're irritating. Like, can't you ever be quiet? Do you have to just control everything? Do you have to, and so you become the bad guy. And then you're stressed and you're drawn into it. So why do you need to do that? Instead, just take your hands off of it. Let it go. Okay. You don't have to be right in the middle of things. Even if you've always been there, you don't have to necessarily be there. And then let people be who they're going to be. You don't have to change people. You don't need to make somebody who is not super motivated. You don't have to make them motivated. If somebody tends to do a lot of talking and is the center of attention, let them be the center of attention. If people get tired of it, they'll tell them. You don't have to control them. You don't have to make them be quiet. You don't have to be the one that is going to keep people from being themselves. And even if they're going to make fools of themselves, or even if they're going to make mistakes, it's not your job to jump in and protect them. It's not your job to make sure, even if it's your kid, our kids, they have to learn from their own mistakes. They have to figure things out for themselves. We can't, as parents of children, of teenagers, of young adults, of old adults, we cannot be there to catch them and guide them through their entire life. It's not our job. We just need to let go and let it happen. There's a whole lot of things that are going on that you could let go of and just let them do it how they're going to do it. Now, does this mean that you're passive in your own life? Absolutely not. If something is going to hurt you, if something's going to hurt other people, and you need to protect innocent people, you have a right and a responsibility to stand up. If somebody's being abusive to you or doing something that you need to protect yourself from, absolutely. Not talking about passivity when it involves being hurt, talking about letting go of forcing people to change and be who they aren't, and letting go of trying to control the way things work and the way things turn out. And I've often thought about this. What if you, especially if you're an opinionated person, if you're a person that always has your hands into everything, if there's going to be a party, you're going to be involved with it, you're going to be planning it. Have you ever thought about just not, like, don't let other people do it completely and have nothing to do with it, and not even having maybe an opinion about it, and just letting it be okay, like whatever it is they plan, like maybe don't have the family party next time. And I'm not saying I'm not willing to have the family parties, because I do have the family parties and I love having the family parties. So if any family watches this, I'm not suggesting that. But if you don't want to, and you always feel like you get stuck with it, don't speak up. Don't offer. Okay. And then when they plan it their way, let them do it. Let your kids make their own mistakes. Okay. Just let them. So when things are happening and you're about ready to jump in and you're getting yourself all upset and you're starting to get stressed and you're starting to get your feathers ruffled and you're starting to get kind of out of your zone of feeling contented and comfortable, just take your hands off and just say to yourself, okay, nope, I'm just gonna let them do what they want to do. So think about that. Think about what it is that you're getting involved with that you don't have to get involved with. And next time, and it'll come up soon, because it does. You get opportunities for this all the time. And it is a sigh of relief when you just say, I'm just going to let them do whatever they want to do. You're going to feel this weight lifted off. It's going to be that freedom that I talk about all the time with detachment. Paul said this. Philippians 1:15-18 says, it's true that some preach Christ out of envy and rivalry, but others out of goodwill. The latter do so out of love, knowing I'm put here for the defense of the gospel. The former preach Christ out of selfish ambition, not sincerely, supposing they can stir up trouble for me, Paul. while I am in chains. But what does it matter? What does it matter? The important thing is that in every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is preached. And because of this, I rejoice. Paul was like, I'm not going to control who's saying what. I'm not going to get all worried about that and go out there and try to make them say the right thing and do it for the right reason. I'm just going to take my hands off of it, right? And Philippians 4:6-7 says, do not be anxious about everything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. It's going on. You just say, God, they're doing it. Okay. It's happening again. Or I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to pray about it. I'm going to let it go. I'm just going to, okay. And this doesn't mean no boundaries. This doesn't mean not speaking the truth in love. I mean, there's little concepts, little things of truth that you can pick up that you decide when you're going to use. If, like I said, there is a time to set a boundary. There is a time to say no. There is a time to step in. But a lot of the times, probably most of the time, letting go, taking your hands off of it and just let them do what they're going to do is the better way. So thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship, and I hope you'll watch more.